Wild world of pro wrestling, the news never stops. Here are some of the biggest news stories going on in WWE and pro wrestling right now. Number one, it's the promo change. Look, under Triple H's leadership of creative, since taking over in the summer of 2022 from Vince McMahon, fans have seen Triple H's vision for the company play out over these last 2 years. Production and in-ring product, well, they've drastically changed in many ways. Now, PW Insider, they reported that there was a change backstage this week at Monday Night Raw, where the writers for promo segments were internally listed on the run sheets for the show. This was traditionally not how it was done. In the past, no writers would have been listed internally for those segments that do not have any physical contact between wrestlers. A source referred to it as a natural evolution into how they handle creative. Alexandria Williams, a longtime senior writer for the company, she was listed for CM Punk's promo. For Jey Uso's promo, it had Brian Paris, a longtime member of WWE Creative. Finally, the promo by Sami Zayn had Christian Schofield, a writer and producer who has been with WWE for 5 years, listed. So that's an interesting change. Give those fine folks some credit. Bryan Danielson is very high on Swerve Strickland and has spoken glowingly of the fellow top AEW star. Bryan Danielson, he beat Swerve in a career versus title match that headlined All in London a few weeks ago from Wembley Stadium to win the World Championship. It had a stipulation that if Danielson had lost, he would have had to retire. Strickland, he's come a long way in his pro wrestling career, right? He made a name for himself on the independent scene, making a name for himself in Evolve, getting WWE's attention, signing with them, and later becoming a main eventer in AEW. Strickland, he went to AEW after being released by WWE in 2022, becoming a tag team champion that same year. The following year, he had a breakout year, as a single star, getting over with the fans, eventually winning the World Championship, having a long, dominant reign, I might add. Now, he did an interview with Undisputed via Justin Barrasso, who previously worked at Sports Illustrated, and Danielson praised Strickland. He said, Swerve just signed a new deal with AEW, and that's one of the benefits of having a mainstream wrestling companies in the United States. WWE didn't see value in him, and they let him go. You watch him and you ask, who would ever let this guy go? He just wasn't given the opportunity to be his best self, and that goes both ways. I don't want it to sound like, oh, evil WWE, they don't let their talent be their best selves. Some people will thrive there. Some people will thrive here. Danielson stated that some people thrive in both places. Some will be underutilized. He sees the benefit of having two major companies in the United States because it gives talent options. Danielson stated that Strickland is the most professional of the professionals and has shown everyone how skilled he is as a pro wrestler. He added that he can't say enough good things about Swerve, whether that be a pro wrestler or a human being. Tony Khan has made some more comments as well, because he's teased that a new TV deal with Warner Bros. Discovery is done. Now, as previously reported, a new TV deal between AEW and WBD is close or already done happening. On the flip side, AEW has been rumored to be in talks with Fox that would see a 1-hour show called Shockwave air, most likely on FS1, let's be real. Now, a source indicated to Uncle Dave Meltzer that Rampage, which has been airing since 2021 on TNT Friday nights, would not be continued as part of the new WBD deal. According to Puck, the AEW WBD deal is for 4 years with a 3-year guarantee, including an option year that would see AEW air programming twice a week across TBS, TNT, and True TV. Now, this deal is said to be in the ballpark around of $170 million per year. Not chump change by any means. Now, while interviewing via Busted Open Radio, Khan noted that AEW will be on TBS and TNT for a long time. He said, well, I didn't bring my sunglasses to the Sirius studio today, but the future is bright that I need them. I should have asked. I need the future is bright, so we're in good of a position right now. I know there have been reports and things that are very interesting. There's a lot of reports and rumors. I have not confirmed. Warner Bros. Has not confirmed anything official. I have not confirmed it. Jesus, you confirmed it. They didn't confirm it. Nobody confirmed it, Tony. Let's get to the point. I think we have a really exciting future here. I can't say 100% certainty that AEW, TBS, and TNT are here to stay for a long time. So that is that. Good news for AEW and pro wrestling in general. AEW won't be without one of its top stars for long. Swerve Strickland, Hangman Page, they had fans talking coming out of their unsanctioned steel cage match, which took place at AEW All Out at the Now Arena in Chicago a few weeks ago. The match had several extreme moments. They took freaking bumps on cinder blocks. There was a spot where Swerve hit a foot stomp through a table and even used burnt wood to stab Page in the face. Ouch. The finish saw Page use a needle and stab him in the mouth with it, which was supposed to get this huge pop, but it's a needle. Who cares? It was a very small needle. What did get people talking was a gimmick chair shot to the head that knocked out Swerve. Referee called it off, and that was a wrap. Now, coming out of the show, it was reported that Swerve was going to be taking time off from AEW. However, Uncle Dave Meltzer noted in the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter that is not the case because Swerve is coming back sooner rather than expected. Now, what makes things interesting is AEW has a Wrestle Dream pay-per-view event coming up on October 12th, which happens to be in Swerve's home state of Washington. So, it would definitely make sense for him to be on that show. The only problem is we don't know exactly when Swerve is returning, who he's going to feud with, etc. John Cena's retirement from in-ring competition in WWE was announced earlier this summer at the Money in the Bank event. It was announced that he would be working a lot of matches, making a lot of appearances in 2025, and this led to fans speculating about potential matches, feuds, and more for the future WWE Hall of Famer. We know he's going to work Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania. He also has plans to work 36 dates with the company. Will also be on Netflix's first Raw in January before he wraps up his career towards the end of 2025. A potential match with Logan Paul has been speculated for years as both stars have spoken highly of each other. Paul, he previously made headlines noting on his Impulsive podcast that he also wants a match with John Cena. Now, WrestleVotes Radio noted that the first talk of this, well, it's been there because within WWE Creative, both parties are interested in a potential big match with the two big-time stars who people know. It was added by WrestleVotes that Paul's name is definitely high on the list as far as people who Cena could work with as he looks to end his career. And I actually think that would be a banger of a match. You need someone that can carry John Cena. And I say that in the most respectful way possible, but it's just a reality of the circumstances, right? John Cena is much older. You need someone to help him get through these matches. He can't work as quickly. He can't bump as quickly. He's going to sell throughout most of these matches as is. And so a younger guy in Paul who can bump his arse off, he's going to be a perfect guy to do that. And I think they could actually put on really compelling matches. And the promos leading up to the matches, yeah, they're going to be as good. So I think that's very positive, and I think that's going to be something really fun to watch. Hey, thank you guys for joining the movement here on WrestleStar Clips. Make sure to hit our main channel, WrestleStar, for more wrestling content. Thank you guys so much for supporting the second channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video.